All right, so today we're doing something really cool. We're going to take a look at a single day in the life of creator Nicholas Alexander Benson, specifically October 19th, 2025. We're going to see exactly how his amazing dream engine works, how he literally turns his dreams into comics, music, and a whole lot more.
So, the day starts at 7:44 a.m., and if you're a creator, you know this feeling. Nicholas's YouTube channel is sitting at 3,995 subscribers. I mean, so close to that huge 4,000 milestone, just 5 subscribers away. It's the big question hanging over the entire day. Is today the day?
But that subscriber count, that's not what really gets his creative gears turning. The real fuel for his work, well, that comes from within. As it so often does for Nicholas, the big idea for the day started in the middle of the night, inside a dream.
And get this, his dream journal from that morning lays out the whole wild scenario. He and his crew are brainwashed by a cyborg. But the way he breaks free? It's a headache. A headache becomes his superpower, the one thing that lets him fight back against the mind control. How cool is that?
So you're probably wondering, how does he have these super vivid, controllable dreams? Well, Nicholas is what you call a lucid dreamer. He's actually trained himself to realize he's dreaming while he's in the dream. This means he's not just passively watching the dream happen, he's an active character who can shape the story.
And the world he's exploring is incredible. He calls it the storyverse. Think of it like a massive multiverse where every single story idea is its own little universe. So this dream isn't just a one-off thing. It's another adventure in this huge, ongoing world he's been building.
Of course, every good story needs a villain, right? And this one is unforgettable. She's a cyborg made of chrome metal, wearing a red martial arts gi, and her hair is literally a ponytail of black wires. But the most striking thing is her face. It's just a metal X. And her weapons, also X's, which she uses to control people's minds. It's an incredibly powerful image.
Okay, so he wakes up from this wild dream. For Nicholas, that's not the end. It's just the beginning. This is where the magic really happens, when he starts turning that dream into actual, tangible pieces of creative work.
He's got this whole system worked out, his dream-to-media pipeline. First, he writes it all down in his journal. Then, he analyzes it for a podcast. After that, he turns it into a comic and an animation. Then, he makes a song about it. And finally, he adds all the new details to his own dedicated wiki. It's amazing. One dream becomes 5 different pieces of content.
Let's look at that analysis part. This is from his podcast, Dreamcast, which he co-writes with his AI partner, Gemini Nova. The AI's take here is fascinating. That X on the cyborg's face isn't just a design, it's a symbol for canceling things out, for negating someone's identity. The analysis of the dream becomes content in itself. Now, listen to how that same moment gets turned into music. These are lyrics from his dream tune of the day. He takes that climax, the headache breaking the mind control, and turns it into this epic, powerful moment in the song. That pain broke the prison, a sudden, sharp spike. You can just feel the energy. The speed at which he does all this is just wow. By 12:30 in the afternoon, just a few hours after waking up, he had already made the comic, the animation, the podcast, the song, and updated the wiki. For most people, that's a whole week's worth of creative work, and he did it all before lunch.
And all of this passion, this non-stop creative output, it all leads back to the real world, where that little story from the beginning of the day gets its own exciting conclusion.
And there it is. At 3:10 p.m., it happened. He officially crossed 4,000 subscribers. That goal he was just 5 people away from in the morning, achieved. What a fantastic payoff for all that hard work. But here's where the day gets really poetic. Remember the headache from his dream, the one that was a superpower? Well, it turns out Nicholas had a real headache all day long from his flu and COVID shots. And this just captures that strange connection perfectly. In his dream, the headache was a weapon for freedom. In real life, it was just a physical symptom of being off all day. What an incredible, weird little synchronicity between his inner world and the real one. So as the day comes to a close, what were the big moments? Nicholas actually summarizes it all himself in his daily highlight comic. His highlights really show you what he's all about. You've got the awesome, creative victory in his dream. You've got a real-world act of kindness, walking for charity. And then you have that professional milestone, hitting 4,000 subscribers. It's the perfect snapshot of a successful day for him.
And for Nicholas, there's no slowing down.
The engine is always running. This graphic here shows what he's already planning for the next week. The momentum just keeps rolling forward into the next project, the next idea, the next big thing.
So, that's just one day in the life. And it really leaves you with a question, doesn't it? For a mind that can take literally any experience, even something as simple as a headache, and turn it into art and story, what in the world is he going to build next?